Hello, hello. No meme run Monday today because I don't feel up to the chaos randomizer, and that's the one we're currently on. So that is a lot, a lot more mental effort than I think I can manage today. Because yeah, I haven't done it in a few weeks too, which also won't help. But yeah, I still want to finish that. Launching. Actually, I wanted to get to nuclear power, which was harder than launching a rocket. Also, I don't know if wait, what is this? Copper and water into nuclear fuel? Is that useful? Or into solid fuel? I don't know if that's useful. It's a very interesting recipe. It does seem like a decent way to use up copper, I guess. That's really unique. I like that. I don't know what any of this stuff is, so let's see. I'm just gonna get everything that is. Ooh, what's the recycling thing? Scrap. Oh, I don't really know where scrap comes from. So I guess it doesn't make a huge difference. I mean, I saw that the copper recycling produced scrap, but nothing else seems to produce scrap yet, so it doesn't seem super, super critical. Also, how is this going? We are not consuming enough copper. Is it just our whole base that's not consuming enough copper? Like, what's the problem there? Oh, because we're so short on iron, nothing's really consuming copper, and then copper is backing up. Okay, yeah, I can see how that's a problem. It's also a problem because we can't really do much about that. Unless we happen to have enough belts. Basically, we are counting on having enough belt right now that we can go all the way to this thing, which is far away. And I do plan on actually using trains. I think it's just we need iron first before we can set up trains because we can't produce rails right now. But we should have enough stockpiled iron that we can produce those instead. Use those instead. At least that's what I'm counting on. I don't know if it's useful to have this. Probably not. We can just delete that. Okay, so we should probably maximize our inventory right now. So let's replace this with a some kind of passive provider, and we'll just dump a bunch of stuff in it. We don't really need fast transport belts right now. We definitely don't need this many inserters because we're going to build a furnace lane, or not a furnace lane, a smelting lane. And well, actually no, we're just trying to connect resources. So all we need are splitters and transport belts right now. Productivity modules might actually be worth taking with us. Efficiency and prods would both be fairly decent in the iron lane. Uh, yeah, well, speeds are also good, but I figured we might as well use the prods, considering our issue right now is just running out of patches. I didn't realize they would be so far away. Let's see, concrete. We definitely don't need concrete. We don't need these wires. I don't know what this glass is for. Nine iron and like 16 sticks won't help us. This is honestly a lot of very expensive stuff that we're tossing in here. But I don't think it's worth like trying to sort it out right now. Okay, wait a minute. Why are we running out of gears? Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. I forgot we automated red belt. Well, if we kind of automated red belt, we should probably just put the red belt we have in this chest. So that way it doesn't get lost. Okay. Once that backs up, we'll start getting gears again. Which hopefully we didn't stall anything with those gear assembling machines actually, because that could be a problem. Okay, splitters. We are good on splitters. This honestly is not a lot of drills. Let's see if there's any more. We have 3. Okay. There are none in random storage chests. That doesn't mean we don't have any anywhere. It just means we don't have storage chests with them. But that is because we haven't finished upgrading all of our chests into passive providers or storage chests. So that complicates things. Also, I remember yesterday, we were attacked by something. We never figured out the source of that, which isn't great. But we could probably take care of those spaces pretty easy, especially since I think we do need to defeat them if we want to. Oops. Let's drop down. What button pulls out the grenade? I couldn't figure out which button switch weapons because I have it bound really weird. Because I wanted something else. I don't remember what, but I wanted something else to be that button. This is a terrible, terrible iron patch. Wow. Like it was just outside of view, so I thought, like we can only see up to here, so I thought it would expand, but no. It's very dense. It will last a while. It's just absolutely awful though, so that's really quite awful to work with. It will probably give us, what is that? Maybe one lane of iron. I think we'll need some landfill though to actually make use of it. Also, do we have enough fuel to make it across the lake? Wait, hold up. What's in the middle of the lake? Oh, this is a cute little island. I like it. Then what else? I don't see anything here. Okay. Yeah, we kind of... How long will it take for this to pay for itself, I guess, is the question. Because I have to spend probably like 800 rails to go up there. Or 800 iron to go up there. So hopefully we get more iron out of it than we spend on conveyor belts. I mean, I know that's not a lot, but we're gonna run out of iron real briefly when we go upgrade that. So that's gonna be fun. I guess it's not that big of a deal if we have an iron shortage. Like we definitely have enough stockpiled conveyors that will be okay. It just feels rough. Also, what does landfill cost? I don't actually know. Sand or stone? Okay, I don't know which one is cheaper. I don't think it really makes a difference. So we're just gonna run along the belt and get as much stone as we possibly can. Because we don't need a ton. We just need enough to be able to place things along the edge. Wait, can we handcraft it? Yes. Okay, oh. Yeah, stone is definitely cheaper than using other kind. Wait, hold up. Can we... Is there stone in here that we can use? No. Because we have that properly. Okay, this is not as much landfill as I thought. But we have a lot of belt to run along. Maybe we'll get enough by the time we're there. Okay, let's see. 27? 30? You know, if we're very careful, that might be fine. Probably won't be. We could grab some rocks along the way, especially if we use bots to do it. It won't take that long. I'm still not sure it's really worth it, but I feel like we need to be able to get as much as we can out of this patch as possible. Also, how do we explore faster? Should we just place more radars? How many radars do we even have? Maybe that would fix a lot of our problems. Radar. We only have 6. Oh, we didn't bring fuel. So, good thing we're headed back. Can we get enough from here? Yes, okay. Cool. Yeah, we dropped it all in the furnaces so that way we could pick up more stone, which was a terrible idea because we needed the jetpack fuel. Also, can it only use this? I wonder if there's better fuels I can use for the jetpack. I haven't looked that much into it. Okay, this is such a bad patch. Oh well, we'll do what we can with it. I mean, it's not as bad as I was expecting. It's just not good either. It's mostly the shape. We'll probably have to come back later and try to figure out a shape. Wait, hold up. I have an idea. Assuming that we have all the resources at our base, we could set up a landfill assembler somewhere. So we can definitely fit one here. We should probably use a splitter because I don't want to completely stall my base. But I want it to run as fast as it possibly can. That's gonna be too much. Okay, do they have anything? They don't have those chests. Do they have a pass provider? That is unfortunate. What kind of storage might I have? Is there anything here I can abuse as a chest? No. I might... Okay, hear me out. It's a lot more entities to do this, but we'll be able to set up landfill this way, fully automated. We just need to make sure it's powered. Okay, it is a very weird way to use a landfill, but this will make it that we can go back to base and there should be some amount of landfill for us to use. At least that's the goal. Because then we can take the whole patch once we get that. Also, we need to go back for power anyway, so it's not that big of a deal that we have to go back. But yeah, this is a rough patch. Hello, Lasnar. Welcome, welcome. We we made it up to this iron patch at the top. Turns out it's terrible. When we first saw it, we only had it revealed up to this point, so it looked like maybe it was the edge of the patch. It wasn't. It was almost the entire patch. It was just this that was missing from view. So we are kind of in desperate need of iron, so we have to grab as much as we can from it, but it's not definitely not ideal. Let's put it on our hotbar. If we do, let's see. I think what I want to do is keep a clean pattern and then just come back with a lot more landfill, and that will be probably a much better experience and faster because there should be enough landfill producing now, assuming bots build it. Yeah, like this is a fair amount of landfill by the time we send all of these resource patches back, so I think we'll be okay. Do we have a blueprint we can use? We could kind of use this one, although it's not really that useful. Honestly, we can get a lot more of this patch than I thought with the landfill that we have. It's still a very bad patch, but we're using a lot less. We have a lot less corners to fill than I expected. Hello, Deacon. Welcome, welcome. I really hope everything's hooked up. Okay, so technically if we move this down one tile, we can get the whole patch, which might actually be a good idea. This will let us get this whole corner for the cost of one landfill, which is pretty cheap, right? Oh wait, no we can't. We need 2 landfill. Still not too bad. Okay, I kind of like that. I really wish I had power, so that way I could check to make sure it's connected. I'm tempted to, like, make a solar panel if I can. No, okay. Just to make the grid stop blinking, so that way I could tell what actually is powered and what isn't. And then I guess we'll go up. Okay, for now, let's just hold down shift and see where we can place things. Okay, so we know those things for sure. That's not too bad. So we're missing this corner. That's not a ton of landfill to take care of. Okay, that's decent. And then we have this little section, which I think we can do with a single landfill. Yeah, okay, that gets everything. I don't know which side of the belt it outputs onto. So we're gonna have to do a short redesign just in case. There we go. Because we don't wanna set this up and have it never actually connect. And then here we go. Wait, is that everything? Did we get every iron ore? I mean, we missed this. Okay. We have enough. We might as well utilize it. Okay. Well, now after we move this down a tile, we didn't actually have to shift these these undergrounds anymore, but it's too late. Okay, I think this is every iron spot except for this one. If we have the landfill, we might as well grab that one spot. I also think these prods are probably a terrible idea, but we are kind of want to maximize how much we get out of this very small patch. And then we can put productivity module or efficiency modules in the rest. You see 4K belt in the hotbar? Well, we have to, despite everyone's demands, we do have to use belt to get this back to the base. That part is not really negotiable because we don't have any like production of anything at all. Like our whole base is stalled. So we can't afford to do a rail production quite yet until we attach this iron. Then we can try to figure out basic rail network. But yeah, we genuinely just don't have the resources right now for a rail network. Honestly, we can't even make a radar here. So we just have to hope it'll be okay. Founder, can I build while flying? Yes, but it's not worth it. Okay, I guess we'll just be walking in a while. This was a lot of work for 2 belts of iron, but hey, that'll be enough to get us steel, which can get us rails. And then we can go find another iron lane to set up with belt. And we won't have an excuse. But we'll probably still make it out of belt. Just kidding. I do want to actually use rails. I think it would be fun. Also, with how many resources there are, well, actually, there's not that many resources on each planet. But with how long this original base will be running, I imagine we want it to be easily fixable. Because the best selling point about rails is if you run out of a patch, it's easy to connect another. Belt is not that easy to connect a new patch. So like throughput also is nice for a lot of rail, for like if you do a large rail system over a lot of belts, but definitely the main selling point is being able to fix problems very quickly. We did not connect all of those. There is, but I don't find mega basing that interesting. So I've never really had a reason to try to make a mega base with rails. Or like it's never been something I wanted to do. Yeah, they're obviously in the game for a reason. They have their benefit. It's just it's not like a niche benefit, but it's a benefit that is never like it's not a niche benefit, but it's never aligned with my interests and how I want to play. So I've just never used them. But yeah, they definitely have their use case. Also, logistic spots. Although with them having a constant cost in this one, that is a bit of a hard sell with robot attrition. So we can probably use them for the mall, but I don't think we should use them for like every single part of our base, even though that would be fun. But trains have little downside once we get them set up. Aside from like a fuel cost, which is pretty darn cheap. Hopefully we don't need these trees to absorb pollution, because that could be a problem. I think they'll be fine if we lose a bit of pollution reduction here, but oh well. It's too late now. We've already destroyed enough trees. And now we're crossing the belt because we placed them in the wrong order and I don't want to fix it. But Smart Belt will fix it for me. Even if it's not the prettiest thing. Okay, and now we ran out of power poles. How close did we get? You know, we got halfway. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Honestly, the worst part about that is just connecting power. So if we had longer power poles, that probably would have been a lot easier. Okay, what is missing? We really need to get iron back up and running so that way we can start consuming copper. Because currently a lot of our base is halted because we don't have steel. And if we don't have steel, we're not producing... Well, we aren't producing blues, but we're not producing a lot of this chain, which uses a fair amount of copper. And we don't need to use a lot of copper. We just need to use enough to keep these pulverizers running. Okay, what are we looking for? Power poles? I don't know where power poles are. I feel like we just crammed them in the middle of the base. Yep, there they are. Random spot in the middle of the base. Perfect. Then I think we have everything we need to get the belt all the way here. Okay, so we have a couple options. We could be lazy and we can connect this iron here, but really we should drag the belt the rest of the way instead. I don't think being lazy is a good idea here, especially since we want to also connect more iron. This is just ideally the start. Although we did run out of the patch, and I have no leads on where we can get more iron. So who knows? Maybe this is our final expansion. This will be the full size of our base. And it will just take forever. I don't want to use that broken up a pole. That would be kind of rough. That's not right. That was that was actually an expensive grenade. Okay. Well, at least I didn't destroy it, so boss can repair it. Yeah, I definitely don't want to break my few passive providers, because I do not have the steel to replenish them. Actually, I don't think I have any steel, like, at all. Like, in my entire base. Maybe, like, 20 on the belt somewhere. Okay. This is working. We're almost there. Really wish that we had a radar network, so that way we could check that is actually working. It also would have been nice if we brought power on the way there, and then just did conveyors on the way back, because then we could not have like a 20-minute latency. Okay, it's not going to be that bad. But we just connected the power grid, so it has to go all this distance. That's a good question, though. Let's see. Okay, that's about 400 plus another 200. That's 600 tiles. Yeah, about 5 minutes. Almost exactly. That's not bad. I've had worse belt delay. It wasn't great, but I've definitely had worse belt delay. Okay, now where is iron? Hello, Pandabo. Yeah, thanks for the luck. We definitely need it. We ran out of our starter patch of iron, and we have no idea where to get more. So we're like in this weird situation where we can expand our base, but so many of our resources are like stockpiled in things we don't actually need. So we just have to hope we have enough iron somewhere to get us the belt or rail we need to go to another patch. Because I was hoping this would be the savior, and it wasn't. It was terrible. It's a very, very bad patch. I mean, it could be worse. It will last a while. It has 1.3 million iron. It's just only 40 drills. Which is less than ideal. Will this work? Probably not. I don't think so. That's a... I need a second row. Okay, now it should compress enough. Eventually. Hopefully we don't have anything that needs very specific prio, because otherwise we are doomed. This should be fine. And then this still has prio. I think this is my main iron lane. But we should probably move this elsewhere. We could split it. Wait, input priority, right? Maybe? No, that won't work. Nah, we shouldn't. This isn't that important. Yeah, just a short wait. We'll find something else to do for the 5 minutes, I'm sure, and it won't be like 5 minutes. If anyone's wondering why I did that, this is coming from the pulverizer chain, and we don't want this to back up on resources because it produces like 5 different resources at once. So if we can't consume one of them, then that causes problems. But I don't think it's really that big of a concern. Especially not with iron. Like, iron we'll definitely use from the main iron lane. Actually, this isn't even wait, this isn't even considered the main iron lane. This is supposed to be, like, my most important lane. I guess it's mostly just the mall, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. But apparently my prioritized lane is steel. You know what? That's not a terrible idea. Steel is very useful. This is like the third most important lane. I don't really like that. Let's do a lane swap. There we go. Now this one's prioed. Wait, does that make a difference? No, it doesn't. Never mind. Okay, we'll be fine. It literally will not make a difference because both of them get split into one lane. So as long as one of these has first or second prio, we're good. Good evening, Falafel. Welcome, welcome. I'm thinking we should check on that, right? Like, well, imagine waiting 5 minutes and then realizing we forgot a power pole somewhere. Uh, so I think we're going to take a short detour and try to figure out... Wait, what's this? Glass? Where can I get rid of glass? I don't really know, actually. I'll just drop it here. Oh, no, these are stone tablets. There we go. And then we also need... Oh, we just need bricks. Okay. And then we need more iron. Of course we need more iron. That's definitely not something we're short on right now. Okay. So I don't want to wait 5 minutes and then find out this is not connected somewhere. So we're going to put radars along the way. So that way we can check the resources at various points. It is connected at the beginning though, so that's a good sign. It could still be missing something like somewhere down the line. But at least it's connected in the main spots. Let's see if every drill is actually connected to power though. Because that's another thing. We didn't have power when we first set this up. So we weren't able to double check for blinking. Now we have radar vision, which is very nice. Let's see. Okay, we missed 4 power poles. Or 4 drills. That's actually quite bad. Kind of need them. We need them all. Okay, that's nice. We do have a copper lane. We could mine this copper and piggyback on this iron lane if we ever need copper. Just to get rid of it. Because I think we'll be consuming enough iron that it probably won't back up. But I don't... Actually, I don't know. I don't know if we're consuming enough copper, though, for that to actually be... to be an option. Also, the jetpack, quite nice. Definitely recommend. It's very, very solid combined with grenades. Especially if you're good enough at flying, you can probably actually, like, dodge the biters. Probably not. I'm not good at flying, though. But yeah, I don't know if it's biters or spitters that hit you. They'll knock you down, which is not ideal. Okay, I guess jetpacking around is so fast, especially if we use the grappling hook. I think we'll clear some biter bases and look for iron while we're there, while we're at it. That seems like a pretty solid plan. I mean, by the time we find iron, I don't even know if this will make it back to the base. It's pretty close, though. It is pretty close. But we can pull out a grappling hook, and it just, like, launches us, and it's really fun. It is kind of hard to stop, though. So there is a chance that we'll launch ourselves right into a bunch of biters. Hopefully we have enough armor and shields that we don't die immediately from that. But there is a very good possibility that we just launch. So no rocket launch today, I guess, but we will be launching our character. That counts for something. Wow, we are we are fast. Also, ooh, that would have been a bad base to go into. There is like no peninsula here. I was hoping to find like some area we could wall off. Oops. Let's take care of these guys. We did not mean to aggro them. Yeah, we definitely we need more grenades. I guess we are producing like pollution in the middle of a desert right now. Maybe we should we should do should we do efficiency modules? How much? There's not a ton of pollution production, but it might be worth doing. Because this it would be rough if that aggro's a bunch of biters. For now, we can just set up a wall of turrets around it, and it'll probably be okay. Then let's see, I have some iron I can get rid of. We could drop it into steel furnace. That might be a good idea because we are low in steel. Oh, apparently we're still buffering firearm magazines. Interesting. Okay, so we have turrets, we have firearm mags. What else do we need? We need to get rid of these bricks. We definitely don't need a bajillion bricks. Maybe one stack because it's good for crafting. We also don't need backup power anymore. Or these steam engines. I don't know why we have them. We'll just... Sure, we'll just put them there and hope that that's not a problem. Okay, 800 grenades. That should be enough to take out these biters. And if it's not, I really need to get better at throwing grenades. How's our core mining? Core mining is okay. We definitely are still pulverizer limited. Hold up, actually... Okay, well they got there faster than I thought. Change of plans. Fortunately, we can just propel ourselves along the water pretty easily. That's a lot of blinking. I thought I would get back here in time, but I guess I kind of spent a bit too much time trying to figure out where my resources should go. When I should have just... I should have just headed up here soon. I didn't need to figure out where the resources needed to be sorted quite yet. Okay, are they missing anything? They're missing productivity modules. We'll just replace them with efficiency modules. They're basically the same thing. We didn't bring any repair packs, so that's kind of rough. But now I just have to go take care of all the bases. Fun. So we could turret push, or we could use a lot of grenades. I think we're going to have to do turrets, because I don't trust my ability to pull out grenades in time. I mean, we're definitely going to lose a lot of turrets. But I don't want to have to, like, move my mouse really fast. So we're just going to sacrifice a lot of iron for this. Piercing rounds would be nice. Wait, can we get piercing rounds? Are those a thing? I feel like they're a thing. That would definitely be helpful for clearing these. Oh yeah, we even have it researched. Huh, yeah, it would have been nice if we brought piercing rounds with us. We did not lose as much as I expected from that, though. I honestly thought we were going to lose every single turret. Turns out we only lost... Did we lose any? We probably... I don't think we lost any. Maybe maybe a couple. Okay, then we can get the grenades, and then I don't know if it's worth dancing, because we are just fighting a lot of small biters. Actually, the small biters probably don't hurt us at all. The main thing is the worms. So yeah, we should definitely be dancing. Because we have modular armor, which is pretty solid. Reduces most biter damage. The main thing is me hitting myself with grenades that does damage, and even that isn't bad. Okay, how's our jetpack? Jetpack fuel is fine. Good. Look at that, we still have not lost one. We have damaged 9 of them. So eventually we will lose one. But since it prioritizes the undamaged one, I think we'll be good for a bit. And we just sit here and we do the little dance, which is pretty straightforward. I mean, all I have to do is spam D. I don't have to do it whenever there's no biters around, though. It's just kind of habit. Like, you run into a biter base and then you just start dancing. Like, even if there's no spitters around or if I've killed them all. I don't know if dancing actually helps. I don't know if they changed the biter mechanics at all for this mod. I know it changed bullet trails and how spit works. Like, it can't go over walls, but I don't know... I don't know if they changed anything else about the targeting or if it's just the wall thing. It could be that the dancing is completely useless, which would actually be pretty great. It is fun. Oh, we killed the first medium biter. Interesting. How did it take 8 hours to get a medium biter? Does space exploration decrease biter evolution? Or something like that? Because I feel like... I know my base isn't massive, but I feel like I should have definitely had medium biters by now. Could also be that I've just been so aggressive that I killed all of the close bases while they were still smalls, and then we just weren't attacked for 4 hours, which I think did happen. Ooh, the medium worms are rough, though. Can we just face tank this? Kind of, but it's not a good idea. It does look like dancing seems to work. Perfect. Okay. Oh, God, we didn't get the closest one. And we still haven't found iron. I was hoping that while we were clearing out these bases, we would accidentally find another iron patch, but we have not, which is rough. Yeah, we have so many bases to clear. It looks like maybe there's a place up here that we could wall off. Because I would like to wall off some area to stay in with like flamer turrets and stuff. But the problem with that is that we don't have any resources within the walls that would actually be worth walling off right now. Other than like the core mining drills, so that kind of complicates things. Maybe they just want you to go to another planet. I imagine they want you to just go to another planet. I don't really know when I'm supposed to be doing that. I mean, obviously I'm supposed to get space science first before I consider that. Okay, we got another base taken care of. I don't have vision over here, so we'll just have to explore manually. Seems pretty easy. We have used about 300 grenades for this adventure, which honestly is not too bad. I'm definitely glad we restocked and got 800 grenades. I honestly thought 400 would be enough. Glad we doubled it. Also glad we didn't have them limited to 100, because we used to have them super limited unnecessarily. Okay, is this iron? Nope, that is stone. I just saw a patch, but I didn't actually like look at the color first. I can definitely tell them apart, but I genuinely just like process there's ore and nothing else there. Okay, more grenades. Satellite. Okay, research is resuming. That's a good sign. I don't know if it was ever paused or if we were just on a really slow research, but it's researching now. That's the important thing. Actually, we might have completely solved our iron problem. We can't expand our base, but I think we have sufficient iron now. Let's see. Yep, okay. All of the lanes are backed up, which means reasonably... Wow, we don't have radar vision on, like, the main part of our base for us to check where our resource distribution is. Maybe not the smartest plan. Core mining. Oh yeah, we could set up more core mining. The limiting factor for core mining was lack of steel. So that's definitely something we could expand pretty easily now that we have steel again. Especially since we should have enough iron that I think we can set up another steel smelter. Because we can run... another option, and probably a good option, would be to use iron ore. Sorry, not iron ore. To use... Well, we would have to do a balancer about iron ore. That's just what I was thinking when I said that. If we do speed modules in these instead of efficiency modules, we'll use more power. But efficiency modules here would reduce the space requirement by half, which is pretty huge. Hard to pass up. The only real downside of that is I think I have this designed to use a whole belt with 10, and I would have to redo some calculations. But I don't think that's that tricky, because I haven't built another side to it yet, which means it's still pretty flexible. Also, that was a mistake. I'm just gonna run away and figure out what I accidentally pressed. I moved stuff around on my hotbar, so nothing's working. I think I fixed it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good. Okay, there we go. That lost a lot of them, but I think they'll do something. Maybe. Yeah, none of those were worth building. Wow, this is a rough base, but I think we have to take care of it or we're doomed. Nope, do not repair those, please. Okay, let's just chill. Let's see. Honestly, we got a decent amount taken care of. That's not too bad. I guess we just really need to like work our way towards the center, get all of the edge worms first while we can attack them, rather than running straight into the middle of like 20,000 worms. Landmines would also be very helpful, but we have not set up military science yet. I think we could set up a pretty quick military science to get like the key researches, and that would probably be plenty. There's so many worms. We have used 800 grenades while pushing bases, which sounds like a lot. I think it is. You know, military science would also get us a grenade damage upgrade, which would be huge, I think, at this point. Piercing rounds would also be nice. Landmines. Honestly, there's a lot of things that would be very good for pushing bases. And just defending my bases, because currently we are just using yellow ammo and very sporadically placed piercing round, or very sporadically placed turrets. Okay, well that was stressful, but we got it. Then we can just decon it and it'll be fine. I want to actually explore. This might... I feel like there's not much in this direction. Oh, never mind. There is a whole other corner. It looked like it was going to loop around and be a peninsula, so I thought maybe I could enclose this whole area. But this does look like one spot we can eventually wall off. Oh, which could be a good idea. It depends what's up here. I just want to... Oh, that was a bad idea. Did not mean to aggro those. Like, this top part looks like it could be the edge of, like, it could be another, like, corner or, like, someplace I could wall off with a thin bridge. But it could also, like, open up and be, like, a massive diagonal gap there. Either way, I think it's manageable. It's just a lot more work than I was expecting to defend, but I think we can make it work. We just need to not aggro biters right now while we're exploring. Wow, radars are terrible. With how fast you can move with a jetpack and explore, radars are not particularly helpful anymore. I wonder if they have better radars that can just like scan the whole map. Actually, that would probably be really bad for performance. Maybe they didn't do that. Slightly better radars would still be nice, though. Okay, well, we have not discovered any more iron, so that's rough. We're like, from like 15 minutes of exploring and pushing bases, we have gotten nowhere. But at least we are slightly... Actually, I don't think we're backed up. I can't really tell until I get back to the main base. And I can't check because we never put a radar there. And we don't have radars automated, so I couldn't do it remotely either. Hey, yep, there. I can see the strip where there's no radar coverage. And it's such an important strip, too. There we go. This is like a lot of our base right now. Okay, how is our iron? Nothing is backed up, which means we are not producing... Wait, what is this? What? Oh, we're so imbalanced that we're pushing like 3... Okay, I see what happened. We have like a little like small compressor, and this would work if the lanes were somewhat balanced, but because I have such a resource shortage, I was trying to push like 3 lanes to the left when I only had 2 sets of splitters, which is not a great sign. Okay, let's see. Now, I think that'll help a little bit, and then maybe we should do some kind of balancer here, or side loader here, and I think that'll be fine. And then we can take this, and then we can split this off to be both iron and steel, which isn't a great idea, but it's not a terrible idea either. Obviously more iron would be better, but I want to get some extra steel production running for the times where I'm backed up on iron. I think would be smart, at least for personal use. So yeah, hopefully we have enough iron for this now. So is everything within bot range? I think so. And then We might be able to connect it to the original steel lane if we're smart, which we have established multiple times that we're not. But it's worth a shot. Maybe we're smarter now than we used to be at this game. It's definitely not the case, but you know, maybe. I'm slightly learning. Just wait until I get rails, then I'll be unstoppable. Or I'll never make them, one of the two. There's still a good chance that we never actually do rails because we keep putting it off forever. We are running low on stone. That makes sense. We never set a priority for our landfill, which means we have an absurd amount of landfill by now, right? 300. Really? That is so slow. We could also get more stone very easily. There is plenty of stone for us to take. It might even be within bot range. It totally is within bot range. Cranes and circuits. Oh no, that sounds rough. That's too much for my little brain. Can I do this? No, that's not a good idea. Let's downgrade it. There we go. Oh, that's rough. Oof. How important is meteor protection? I feel like maybe we should defend at least our buffers because it would be rough to lose like 16,000 concrete or whatever we have. Wait, does concrete use steel in this one? Is that where all of my iron and stuff is going? Because we are producing a very stupidly large amount of concrete, uncapped, which could be a problem. Oh, never mind. It's almost backed up. We can leave it. It doesn't use steel. It does use iron and bricks, though. It'll be fine. Once it's backed up, we'll never have to worry about it. Okay. What do meteor defenses look like? Steel and coal. Okay, we can do that. That's not super pricey. Glass, steel. Okay, we don't have the steel. We have a little bit of steel, but we don't really have a ton to work with. Oh, I think we have enough that we can set up some kind of meteor production. Then that is electric circuits, concrete, and glass. I don't think we actually have a glass buffer anywhere. I'm pretty sure that we've never needed one. We do have glass in a chest. That'll work. Let's just postpone putting up the buffer forever. Just in case. There we go. Now we can say we have one. Capped to like 10 stacks. Because most things we do try to automate. And then circuits. Circuits are fine. Ooh, real fine. That's great. I have a lot of stuff I don't want, but I don't remember. Did I ever make logistic bots? I did. Okay, cool. They can clear my inventory for me. And then what else? Concrete. If only we had grabbed concrete in the like 20 times we mentioned it. There we go. Let's see what the AoE on this is. I don't really know how high it is. Because let's see, this is a very expensive place to defend, actually. This is pretty high prio. And then what else? The mall definitely should be defended. Honestly, we can make do if the smelting gets damaged. But yeah, there's only a couple like key spots we have to defend. And who knows, maybe the range is... Yeah, the range is actually fairly large. Let's see, do they use power? Ooh. Do they constantly use power, or do they only use power when charging? Huh. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Actually, meteors aren't super common, right? So I can realistically hand feed them if I really want. Don't know if I should, but I definitely could. We can also do this, so that way we can produce them in like one unified spot, which is a very lazy way of doing it. But I don't really know how many I need. I just know I want to not handcraft it. Okay, those will finish eventually, right? Honestly, wait, is that ratio right? These produce so slowly, this might be fine. And then it would be very silly of me to not to not automate the ammo into this one. Okay, that seems fine. This charges to 400%. Oh, minimum consumption is 500. Okay, so it uses a lot of power while it's charging, but once it's charged, it looks like it idles pretty cheaply. Okay, and then what other key spots do we have? I cannot see what's covered. Because turrets and the meteor defenses share the same coverage icons. Or the same coverage color. Honestly, I think we're good. I feel like these three will cover most of the base. And then we can put some more in a chest just in case we decide to expand it. This chest is getting very full very fast. We need to do something about it. Okay, well, we definitely should put one ammo in each of them first. That one will automate, and then we'll come back later. But two ammo is probably good. I'm also I'm putting a lot of faith in the assumption that one is enough for one meteor. There is a chance that meteors have health, and it needs like 2 bullets, in which case I think we would be doomed. So let's hope that is a wrong assumption. And these will just protect us. Good enough. Okay, that should be fine. Let's see. These would actually also be very expensive to lose, but ideally these things don't buffer a ton, so I think we'll be fine. And then I just realized if we connect the lanes, I think we can save chem plants. Do we actually have the steam connected? I don't think so. But I feel like there would be a way we could connect the steam lanes and then have a much less wasteful design. I can't really tell right now how many steam engines we keep running though. I think it's just 2 or maybe even 4. Because I think what we did, we expanded it when we had a ton of backed up steam. Actually, no, it's not a bad thing that that it has overproduction. Yeah, we'll leave it. Again, how's this going? Oh, look at that. We actually have 16 furnaces worth of extra steel right now, which is a lot. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but considering how limited we were last time, I'm happy with anything. Like I will settle for only 16 extra. Wait, does this work? No, it doesn't. It's like I will settle for 16 bonus furnaces as opposed to being short like 30 furnaces, which was what we had before, and it was not great. Life support, you can get rocket science packs. Okay, we can't really get anything else without explosives. So I think once we get this expanded a little bit, to use red belts, which hopefully we have enough red belt for that. Actually, no, we'll expand this to use both sides of the belt, and then we'll upgrade it to red belt. Then we can worry about doing military science. But let's get the pulverizers up first. Okay, so we have warehouses automated very slowly, but I think that'll be fine. What's the stack size? 20? Okay, yeah, 20 warehouses in storage sounds fine. These are going to take so long to initially build, but they use so much steel that we don't want them to build faster. And then speed modules, let's see, any energy consumption increased by 200% and speed by 20. That is a tough sell, especially if we compare it to the fact that we're using efficiency modules in here and have a 70% reduction. We would be going from 150 times, we would be consuming like 2 megawatts per pulverizer. Oh, that's a hard sell. We could do a speed module instead of a prod module. That's probably more useful though, because we are not currently limited by availability of cores. We are currently limited by availability of assembling assembling rate, but we'll see. Let's expand it to 10 and see if one side backs up. Then we can worry about it later. And let's see, pipes, steel, iron, concrete. Almost all of that is down here. We could automate pulverizers pretty easily, or at least semi-automate it. And we're going to do the lazy approach again, which is just copying the assembling machine that we already have and just assuming that we have enough inputs everywhere for it to work. So one inserter on every belt, it does the job. And then for now, honestly, it doesn't use a ton. So I think we can just hand feed it one batch of concrete and it will run for a long time. Yeah, I think we can totally do that. Also, I don't know what to do with this. Let's give it back to the bots. There we go. That was probably a bad spot for that. It'll work. Okay, so we have concrete here. Let's grab as much as we can possibly hold. Okay, that's only 1,000. A little under 1,000, which isn't a lot, but that is 60. It's like 60 assembly machine or 60 pulverizers, which honestly, 60 pulverizers is a 3 times expansion to this. Or no, it's 6 times fold expansion to that. So yeah, we'll be fine. Oh wow, these produce slowly. But mostly automatically, so that's fine. Cool, I like that. They are still missing pulverizers. We can also and should also handcraft a few to speed it up. So that way we can get it started. Concrete, and then... Oh yeah, we can handcraft like 10 of them. I like that. Okay, I think... Oh wait, we are still missing automated medium electric poles. Iron sticks, copper plates, small electric poles. Oof, that's a bit tough. Because we have small electric poles here. We have wire here. The only thing we don't have here is steel. Maybe it's not actually that bad. Never mind. We can figure this out. This will work, right? Kind of. If we can somehow get medium electric poles over here, we can make it work. And then we could filter out... Oh, this is a really dumb idea, but it will work. Okay, so we're going to put small electric poles on this belt, and we're going to filter them out right after. If we have to move this, though. There we go. So we're going to piggyback off this belt real quickly. And now it can only go that short distance. So as long as we never put anything else on this belt, this will work perfectly fine. Okay, now we still need sticks and steel. Steel is very easy. We can also do it like this, which we've done multiple times. And then if we can get iron somewhere, or sticks. We definitely have sticks produced nearby. So we can either get this over here or get this over here. Both of those seem very doable. Also, what side of the belt is this on? Okay, that's the right side of the belt. I like that. I like that. It's too high though. Okay, we can make that. We can make this work. Watch this. We can just go under here. We just have to move. We just have to move the. That was the wrong thing. That was supposed to be a passive provider, not a grenade. Fortunately, we have a ton of repair packs, so that's fine. Okay, so we have to go to a red underground belt for this. But because we shifted this inserter down, we can fit it. And then we'll just sideload it. Perfect. We have medium electric poles fully automated. Kapow, yeah, exactly. That was a way to automate them. That sure was a way. You haven't really played Destiny until you've actually railgunned the middle of your base. Are there railguns? That sounds awesome. Ooh, that sounds cool. Heavy girder. I don't know what that is. It sounds expensive. It was a nice compact base. It is a nice compact base. Just It's very compact spaghetti in a small area. It's not nice. Maybe it's not a nice base, but it's functional ish. Okay, and now for the fun part, we just copy this and paste it like 2 more times or something like that. Okay, how many is this? Probably way too many. That's 18. Actually, I think that's right. No, wait, we need it to be 10. Okay, so I think at 10. Okay, so right here is where we need the side balancer. So if I place that, I should be able to find it. That's going to take a while to build, but you know, it'll do the job. So yeah, we had two options here. We could have either built something on the other side or we could have done a side balancer. We opted for... Oh wait, this isn't going to work if we ever go to red belt. That could be a problem. Oh well. We can think about that later. Actually, Oh wait, no, we can do red belt very easily, like just side loading it. Okay, yeah, we'll be able to upgrade it to red belt. Probably. That will require us to delete the side loader, but that's a very easy fix because the side loader is like just a couple belts, right? Ooh, is there less space here than I thought I had to work with? Is there a faster side loader? There is a more compact side loader, and I think that's what I'll have to do. I mean, it's pretty easy. All I have to do is output prio the left side, and it works just fine. Okay, let's see if we can get this to fit. Okay, yeah, that's not that bad. I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad. It's quick and dirty, but it does the job, and it will allow us to expand this without having to automate red belts, which I think is still worth it. We don't have filter inserters automated, which is unfortunate. Maybe we should have sorted the belts rather than the inserters. It's a bit too late now, but yeah, that would have been a little bit more expandable because we haven't automated these. Actually, I think they're really easy to automate, right? Easy-ish. Except we don't have inserters in the main mall, so we have to do more spaghetti. Watch this. It's gonna be great. Okay, and then we just put an assembly machine here. Perfect. Look at that, we automated filter inserters. Which is actually probably a good thing, because I feel like we'll need a lot of them. Did we automate it nicely? Yes, I think we automated it nicely. I would say this is very, very nice. Ish. The main thing is it's fully automated, which is something we should have done a long time ago. Okay, now we just gotta hope these eventually work, because I honestly have no evidence that we connected it correctly. Also, I don't know how much this is going to consume. I think this is 1 yellow belt of core mining, which is not that much. But that gives us 1 yellow belt of iron out of it. I only did a very quick estimate on math. So it might have been all this work for one yellow belt of iron ore. What can I do? I can turn copper into rocket fuel. That's not useful, but I can. Is there anything we can research? Nope. maybe we could have done a nice significantly smaller base. We definitely could have done a nice significantly smaller base. Because like initially we wanted a lot of research speed to get like a couple techs fast, and now that we have them, our whole base will just idle forever. Which is not necessarily a problem. Okay, steel. Ooh, steel's actually decent. We are breaking even, which means setting up rails will be rough. But who knows? Maybe we've discovered another patch somewhere. Nope. Okay, maybe I should have figured out a better core mining design. Maybe maybe I'm realizing now this was not good. We could set up something with rails. We have not started the rocket science yet. No. We have spent most of the stream today fixing our iron bottleneck with the only iron patch we could find, which is this one, and it's terrible. And that will not be a fix for that long. We really don't have any patches. We just need to find one patch, and that will be good. But yeah, this is our starter. This is our starter patch there and there, which are not too great. See, steel is okay. Let's see, what else are we doing, or what else are we limited on? I don't know if we're consuming enough copper. We might be. I think we might be consuming enough copper. We're not producing enough power. Ooh, really? These things? I'm not consuming. Oh, they need efficiency modules. Satellite view? I don't know what that means, but that sounds like it could be helpful. Yeah, well, I think what we'll do is we'll... Oh, wait. Whoops. Can I copy this now? Ah, whatever. Let's give it another efficiency module. 3. Oh, that's a bad idea. Bots might be on the way with the third one, won't they? Okay, we'll leave it. Oh, wait, now I might have broken the bot logic. This might cause issues. It's not, like, super strict, but usually I only just go towards researches that I know of. So if somebody, like, mentions something, I'm usually just not going to, like, rush towards it or do anything about it. So it doesn't really bother me, but it usually doesn't affect my decisions either. Unless I'm lost. So for now, let's see. What happened to our gun turrets? Oh, right. We forgot to turn bots off earlier. And then, yeah. We forgot to turn bots off while we were pushing some bases. So they kept replacing gun turrets that I didn't want to replace. So we lost probably like 10 bots and also like 25 gun turrets, which was not ideal. Also, how is our... Oil is fine. I don't like how backed up these are. Oh, it's just because we're not using fuel. Well, that makes sense. We could, let's see, what did these cost? These require rocket science. Okay. First, we need to set up military, and then we can try to figure out rocket science. So stone walls, those are very easy. Piercing rounds, relatively easy. I think we can find a spot for military pretty easily. It won't be huge military, but we can definitely automate it somewhere. So let's see, we have grenades up here. We can just take these grenades. Honestly, this isn't a lot of grenade assemblers though. It might not be enough. It's enough for 3 military science assemblers. You know what? 3 military science assemblers is plenty. I can't think of a situation where I'll actually use that much. And then we need steel, ammo, and copper. So realistically, we don't have any of those in one spot, but we could take copper from here, and we could... I don't really see a great way to get piercing rounds down here with the spaghetti that we've created. So that is a... we're going to have to lie in the grave we dug. Okay, so we can get grenades. At least that part's easy. We have bricks here, so we can get walls. I think we only need 1 wall assembler actually, for the amount of military science we need. 1 wall. Hopefully that's enough. Let's see, power. Okay, we're good on power. And then we'll just cut through because it's easy. Let's just use smart belt, then I don't have to think. Okay, so now the only thing we have to figure out is piercing rounds. Then we can just produce military science right here. And then I think we said 3 with the amount of grenades assemblers we have, especially if we use prods. So let's use the nice copy and paste feature. So that way we don't have to go back and find prods. Because we have them in our bot network right now. We just don't have any on us. So if we can copy the prods from elsewhere, we can use them here. And they'll eventually get placed. And then we change the recipe afterwards. And voila. Okay, so military science is almost done. We just need to figure out how to get piercing rounds. And 1 assembler should work. Okay, we have copper. We have ammo up here, but that's not going to work too great. I think we just have to send copper and iron onto that side, which seems doable. But we might need some red belt for that. I also don't know how much iron we need. Wait, can we change what side this is on? If we can change what side it's on, I think it gets a lot easier. Because now we can use a splitter and side load. Wait, we don't have enough. Do we have enough space for that? We do, but we have to shift the line, so it doesn't actually. This doesn't matter. We're just gonna have to do a forced side load. Perfect. See, it works. It works great. And actually, now that we're doing it this way, it would make more sense to have military science be on the same belt, or not military science, piercing ammo be on the same belt as the walls. So that way we don't have to cross through a second time. Okay, so there's military, and then hopefully we have enough brick production. I think we're short. We also just have to shift this up 1 tile, but that's okay. That's a very easy fix compared to like trying to fix spaghetti at least. So I will be perfectly content for that. And then we need 1 ammo assembler, probably. And then I think I actually want to do 2 piercing round assemblers, which I really hope we have the belt throughput for this. Sure, this is a weird way to do it, but I didn't want to orient it the other way because I was feeling particularly lazy. And I think I definitely caused more problems by keeping it that way, but who knows? That's the fun of spaghetti. It's just a complete mess that you bring upon yourself. Like, it's 100% avoidable, but it's also 100% worth it. Okay, input, input, output, output. That's not gonna work. Okay, we're just gonna delete this. I don't like that. It didn't feel as bad as it looked until I actually like placed it and then realized it is not something I am happy with. Just in case we use this belt later, let's do a side load here to guarantee it is the resource that we want. Right now it's ugly, but just in case we pick it back here, this will help us later, or could help us later. Might also never help us. But I think it's worth it just in case. And then our inventory is completely full of a bunch of junk. And steel is actually kind of expensive, so there we go. That should be fine. And the reason we have 2, we don't need 2 for all of the military science we have, but we do need 2 assemblers for if we want to also have personal use ammo. Well, soon. I mean, technically, 1 would still produce more than enough for military science, but I would like personal use ammo soon. So I can go clear more bases, because I definitely need piercing ammo if I want to keep shooting biters, instead of just throwing like 1,000 grenades at them. Okay, and now we put the efficiency modules in, because they're basically free. I have no idea how iron got there, probably when we turned a belt. Okay, I think that is everything. We can just drop all of the science we picked up from the belt in this lab, and we should be good to go. Yeah, it's not pretty, but it does work. Seems to be producing enough of everything. I mean, I guess 2 ammo assemblers really isn't that much in terms of belt throughput wise. It's really just, it's going to be slow to start. But the first thing we need, landmines are good. Landmines are very good. Grenade damage also would be good. Grenade damage is a lot less effort, and we have to actually set up landmines. But we don't have to set up grenades. Those are already built. So I'm thinking that we just have a landmine chest. Or I'm thinking we get grenades first, and then we'll get landmines later for pushing. But 2 grenade upgrades right now sounds very, very useful. Okay, and then that's all of the things we had, like, that were really starting to, that we were really starting to run out of, like, resources for. Like, I think we fixed all of our bottlenecks today. It's like, that was everything we had on the to-do list last time. We just need to make sure everything we have now is still running. It turns out we don't have enough core mining. Oh, wait. It's because we downgraded to a red belt at some point. I think so. I might have to upgrade something to a red belt at some point, so I'll check. These don't all have to, actually the end ones don't have to be red at all. I wonder if the problem is somewhere else. Like maybe there's a yellow belt missing here. No, I think we're good. Maybe I was not considering core mining speed whenever I built this. I don't know. I feel like we had a yellow belt before, I thought, that was backing up. That was only using half. Or no, we had a red belt that we were only using half of. So I feel like we shouldn't be running low on core mining, but obviously we are. So something was off in my calcs. I think I only calculated the outputs, if I had to guess. I don't think we looked at the inputs. Yeah, that's 100% what happened. We did not look at the inputs. I thought it was like 1-to-1 in and out, but it's roughly 1-to-2. That's an easy fix. Yeah, it makes 15 plus mining productivity. So the main problem is just that it uses about 40% more than I expected. Oh, wait, where would we want to put another one? Hmm. There's another one fairly close by, right? Yeah, okay, we can grab that one fairly easy. Then we can do a warehouse, if we can find a warehouse. Actually, we don't have enough power to expand that, do we? We might. We might have enough power. Especially since this one's going to start running out soon. We could... Honestly, this one might be easier. Well, it's less... It's easier to connect. It's not necessarily easier. Because how far can we actually go, though, with these? So assuming the whole belt is saturated, we can only do 15 pulverizers. That makes sense. They consume 1 each. At least with the prods. Or 0.1 each. No, 1 each per second. Exactly. So yeah, 15. It's very easy. Very easy math. So what we can do is we can take either this one or this one and connect it to this splitter here, and that will keep it running. That will keep 15 of them running. Which is okay. That's a fair amount. I mean, it's still an increase of like 100% over what we had earlier. We can't get a full iron belt out of it though, which is rough. Especially if we connect both of them, I think we'll be okay. Let's see if we have enough resources to make 2. I mean, we definitely have the resources to make 2. It's more, do we have the red belt to do it? because we don't have undergrounds automated anywhere. We might do a quick red belt automation somewhere. Because let's see, we have gears and undergrounds. Okay, yeah, it's not going to be great. That is rough. That is a very good place for this chest to go, or for this assembly machine to go. And it is very full of stuff that I do not want in my inventory. These are kind of expensive. We'll place these and decon them to repair them. And then ammo, we should keep the ammo. That's important. Let's see, steel, pricey. We definitely don't need wood. We can probably just drop it, to be honest. Yeah, realistically, I should have just outputted onto a belt or like emptied my inventory first. But I wasn't considering the. I thought it was a different chest. I didn't realize it was so full when I just deleted it. So I was not prepared for this influx of resources I don't care about. Okay, that should be fine. One input, one output, and it will produce incredibly slowly because it's powered by one gear assembler, but that's fine. We could use an assembly machine though. Perfect. Oh wait, my bots are enabled. That's not gonna work. Okay, so we set the recipe first, and then we'll copy it because we also need to set up splitters, and I'm pretty sure splitters are going to be even easier. Okay, maybe not even easier, but they're still pretty easy because we can split off of this and we'll be fine. I forgot we made that. This weird loop to try to fit fast inserters without like adding any extra belt. I'm still happy with it. I don't regret my decision to design it like that. But boy, it was a bad design, which is why I like it. Okay, well, technically we do have fully automated red belt in every way. It's terrible. It can produce like one red belt a minute, I think, at a steady state, or like one underground a minute at a steady state, which is really bad. But we don't need undergrounds in that many places, so it should be fine. Let's go hook up the core miners. Which it would be quite nice if we could put core miners on a train. That would be way easier to connect them all, but I haven't set up trains yet. So we're going to keep postponing it indefinitely. Also, these are not running. Oh no, these aren't running. Because we have a loop problem. We haven't produced bots in like the entire stream, apparently. That's not good. I don't know which is priority. Let's see, we need bots. We need bots to be fixed. But we also want to get core mining set up. Let's do core mining first. Maybe we'll pass by. They're not. No, we will actually get trains at some point. But yeah, at the moment, they're definitely the meme of the run. But no, I promise they're gonna be real at some point. But one task at a time. Yeah, any moment now, soon. We're about halfway to trains, I would say. Roughly halfway. Wait. Why isn't this working? Oh, we haven't used plastic in ages. Okay, that explains it. So new backup plan. If this fills, we will literally just crack it into... Wait, does this work? Wait, can I copy the logic anyway? Not really. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to get wires and maybe make another pump. Oh, that's true. It is space exploration. I mean, unless we're making a train go all the way to space, do we really need it? This feels like this is like such an old school thing to do. Wait, what is this? You can turn steam back into water? I don't know what purpose that serves. Maybe Maybe if I was like producing steam as a byproduct somewhere and just would rather have the water recycled rather than burn it, that could be it. Am I just blind? Oh, this isn't how we make solid fuel. Forgot, there's something called a fuel refinery. Where it at? Oil refinery, no. There it is. Okay. This is, see what I was saying. This is a very, like, classic way of getting rid of solid, or getting rid of oil. You know, like back when you first started playing and didn't want to get to oil cracking, you would just set up a chest of solid fuel, like everyone's first time, everyone's first time making light oil, or advanced oil. It's great. Not quite as old school as the method of just, you know, purging it in a steam engine, but still very effective. Okay, so we could even turn it to rocket fuel. Is rocket fuel more dense? Let's see, rocket fuel uses a stack size of 10 and uses 110 oil. Well, what is this? Liquid rocket fuel. That sounds cool. And then this is 10 and 50. That is more dense. You actually send trains from ground to space? I don't believe you. That doesn't sound real. Not that I have any reason to doubt you, but that doesn't sound like something that actually happens. Is it a 1-to-1 ratio? Or is it, wait, which direction does this go? Is it 2 rocket fuel to 1 solid fuel? Whatever, we'll just do 1-to-1. Because I don't want to think about it. Okay, and then this part, this is the good part. We just have a massive warehouse and call it good. Assuming we can find a warehouse to copy, because we don't have any. There we go. Look at that. We fixed, maybe fixed our lube problem. Hopefully. Yeah, at this point, who knows if it even needs to be a challenge. It might just be what happens. Unprompted. Okay. I like it. I like this. This is not consuming nearly enough though. We also need to make sure it's actually in the Roboport network if we want it to ever work. Oh wait, if we connect around this side, it's easy to expand. Okay, now we're talking. Because now we can just copy this and put it on a belt. Yeah, okay. Now we have a better place for a warehouse. Perfect. As long as we don't get an entire belt of rocket fuel, we'll be good. Then we'll just paste it 3 times and hope that's enough. Oh wait, we probably should have put efficiency modules in it first. Because if it's just wasting resources, we might as well get some of the fuel back. Okay. I think that'll work. They're not actually powered all the way through, are they? Okay, there we go. It's a very ugly pattern. Okay, it's probably not a good idea. This is definitely just a band-aid on, like, an amputation or something. Like, it is not the kind of fix we need. But it is a fix. I mean, it was either this or we put more tanks. And I didn't have any tanks on me. I guess technically I didn't have refineries on me, so either solution would have been equally messy. Okay, so now that we have more core miners, how does that work? Someone said each core miner gets less efficient. Does that mean when I place this one gets worse? Okay. I was, in my mind, this one was going to be 15, and then the next one I placed was going to be like 7.5, which would have been a very weird calculation because it would have had to keep track of which order you placed them. Which, now that I say that out loud, doesn't make any sense. Like that would be very, very hard if to do with like bots to try to like make something that actually works. More is always slightly higher throughput than less, but they will go down when you place another one. Yeah, I imagine you could theoretically reach a limit where it basically plateaus, but they're probably, with the function that it has, would take a really long time to reach with the amount of core miners that you can actually get. Didn't we bring warehouses with us? Could have sworn we intentionally didn't place that. Yes, we do have warehouses. Okay. Well, now that we have... Well, now that this is lower, we can just output it directly onto a red belt. I think I still want to do a warehouse, just in case we get, like, mining productivity. Nah, it doesn't matter. Whatever, we'll do the warehouse because warehouses are cool. That's really the only reason. The limit is essentially how many core miners you have on a planet. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, for me, the limit is how long can I expand this before I get bored of how long this is. We'll just keep instead of upgrading the belt, we'll just make it infinitely long, and have the belts go infinitely high until we have like a 20. How tall would that be? If we quadrupled its width, we would also have to quadruple its height. Actually, that's not too bad, but it would be like 20 belts in a row, which is not great. Okay, that looks okay. We'll just use a yellow splitter. That's decent. I don't think we actually have the power for this, so we might have to set up another lane, which I think is pretty easy, right? We have enough coal for that. We could I just realized we could use solid fuel instead of burning all of this coal, which is probably smart. And it looks like we do have enough coal going into the grenade assemblers. I forgot to check on that earlier. We don't have much extra, but we do have enough, which counts for something. But yeah, we just need more power. If this is in bot range, or at least close to bot range, we could do one here. Okay, that's decent. We don't have... Well, actually, we might have offshore pumps that we could use for this. I can't say for sure that we don't. Then I think those will be in bot range. We are missing one. We're also missing boilers because apparently we never automated those. We could also use steam turbines. Oh, wait, hold up. Wait, aren't steam turbines... Should I be using steam turbines here? I should be using steam turbines here. Those are better, aren't they? Because this produces... Doesn't this produce 5,000? This produces... Oh, never mind. It produces 500 steam, not 500 degree steam. So I don't think it makes a difference. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. At least not with that refining. But yeah, they are more dense. So I mean, it would be nice to just be a little bit more dense. But I just read the temperature wrong. Okay, well, we have these. We could start getting it connected. We are able to get this one. Okay, so we will get one of our power plants set up. We could power this one with rocket fuel. Although this is supposed to just be surplus. So maybe that's not a good idea. Let's see, what else can we do? Now, well, now we're backed up on petroleum gas. Wait, how are these not backed up? I wonder if it just produces so little oil. But yeah, that actually, I feel like that has a chance of backing up. I wonder if we have a pump somewhere setting a prio. Nope, we do not have any form of prio. Okay. Well, I do have one solution, and it is not a good one. So it's what we're going with. Because that seems to be how my brain is working. We see a place we can put something, and we do it. But yeah, generally speaking, I assume solid fuel is not great if you make it out of petroleum, but we have more petroleum than we can use for some reason. Which I feel like that shouldn't be a problem, but it clearly is. So we're just gonna do this and hope that it's okay. It will not be able to run this entire power plant at all with these two refineries. It can go through. Oh yeah, that's true. I could do the fuel processors. You know what we can also put on this belt? Rocket fuel. That's a terrible idea. That's a terrible design. Because isn't rocket fuel less efficient? I feel like in my mind, rocket fuel is a lot less efficient than solid fuel, so I should just be taking the solid fuel from this. Okay, we'll leave this. We'll fix that later. This will run for days probably before it ever backs up. Hey, I mean, it will eventually get powered, right? Bots aren't missing anything. They are missing the fuel processor. Okay, we have to produce two of those. We need another pump, and then we need more boilers. Oh, hold on. I'm back. Someone's at the door. What's for science? Our terrible designs are for science? Because yeah, we could justify that. Shift space equals pause. Well, I don't need to pause the game. We don't really have like any impending doom on its way to make it that we need to worry about that. I pause if we play something where we can actually like uh, die, but for now we don't really have anything that can sneak up on us while I'm AFK. In theory, I mean, I guess I could get unlucky, but usually it's not a problem. They're not, no, they're not deactivated, but the amount of like damage they could do while I'm away for like 30 seconds isn't gonna be that significant, so it's not something I really need to worry about. Why are we using red belt for this? And also, where does it need to go? Two very important questions I should have asked before I started building this. It needs to go way lower. Also, these are stalled. Oh, that's bad. Okay, we're starting to run out of our coal patch. That's actually a very easy fix, though. Oh, we're really starting to run out of our coal patch. Okay. Well, while we are short on power, let's disable this. Wait, how are we this short on power? Oh, right. We ran out of water. That's an easy fix. If we can figure out where they are. It's just, I mean, it's vanilla. We've just been very aggressive or it's the default pollution settings. We've just been very aggressive with taking biter bases. Because we've destroyed every base within like a few hundred meters. I wish it was a few hundred kilometers. It's getting close to a couple of them, so we'll have to go attack soon. But because of the forest, we're good for a while. Okay, I wanted to put a... I told myself that I wouldn't need to do this, but I think we need a local power grid for these things. Okay, those will power themselves. And then these also need their own power grid. I mean, technically we could just share one if we keep towards the water. It's pretty close, but nothing like too concerning. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so the reason these are a separate grid, so that because these require power, and I don't trust myself not to brown out, so this will make it that we can always at least get the pumps running, because those are the hardest things to like kickstart. Kickstarting a boiler is really easy. I can just hand feed it coal, but kickstarting a pump would be slightly annoying, and I don't want to have to deal with that. Also, the reason I originally was going to have a separate power generator down here, but there's obviously no reason to do that, but I kept dragging the coal belt anyway, which we definitely don't need. Okay, so those are all, I think they should be on their own network. The only things in it are 2 inserters and 5 pumps. Perfect. We're just going to drop this on the ground and decon it. Same with the fuel processors here. And then we really need to fix power somehow. Yeah, a power switch would be good, but I don't want to set that up. It would definitely work better, but then I would have to do something with logic, and this is zero logic and should do enough of a job that I can roll with it for now. We can do something power later. I mean, just because it's easy doesn't mean I want to do it though, because you know it's also easy. This. Let's see. We need what do we need? Pipes. Okay, we have enough pipes. We just need the furnaces. Okay, I really hope that we put a chest with furnaces in them. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We leave the 10. And then let's see. How is our power? Currently, our power is good. Doesn't mean it will stay good, but it is good right now, so we can probably rely on bots to build it. Wait, did we only produce... There's no way we produced 39, right? It must have... Okay, well, while I shift-clicked it, it must have, like, gone to 31. Because it would be very weird if I somehow clicked, like, 9 times awkwardly. Okay, well, at least the power plant is kind of starting again. Okay, solid... yeah, we should not. We should change this. Yeah, let's just decon this. We don't need... We do need solid fuel. What we don't need are... What we don't need is rocket fuel right now. So we'll just copy this a few times. Da-da-da. Is that lined up? I don't think that's lined up. There's the pattern. Okay. That'll produce fast enough. Or that'll build fast enough. We're not, like, super limited on power now. We're holding out. We can't expand power, but we have enough to at least finish this build. There is a problem with this now, though. Now that it's not running off of backed up solid fuel. Or now that this only runs off of excess light oil, so that could be a problem. Let's see, what else? Are we good on oil? Why isn't this working? Oh wait. Why isn't this working? What's the ratio of this? Is it 1-to-1? Do I need more fuel processors? That could be the problem. Oh wow. I guess it's because solid fuel is so much more dense. I don't generally like using blueprints. I'm not a huge fan of importing blueprints. If I'm just going to use a lot of someone else's blueprints, I probably would just play a different game. Like, reinventing the wheel is the fun part in a game like this. Okay, that should work a lot better. Hopefully it's enough to keep the plants running. I'm assuming it is. But yeah, I know a lot of people definitely... Blueprints are good. I'm glad that they exist, because it's how a lot of people play, and it's really cool. I just don't personally use them much. Occasionally, if a viewer designs one, I'll use them. Like, if they help me brainstorm a cursed way to, like, make spaghetti or something, like, I will happily implement suggestions. But usually, we just make a complete mess of a design every time, and it's great. We don't even carry them between runs. Can I rotate this remotely? Probably not. How is this not connected? Now is it good? Oh, I guess I could use the grid button. Let's see. Oh, okay. I see what I forgot. There we go. Let's keep the pattern consistent. Okay, that looks decent. We are finally getting more power. We have a deceptive amount of power production and satisfaction. We need more coal, honestly. There is very easy coal to get. Yeah, we can get that. And if we do roboports, we can get it really easily. It won't be fast. It definitely will not be fast. But if we have enough roboports here, we can just have bots eventually produce it. Okay, that's still in reach. Perfect. And then we have another one. Is that within reach yet? Not quite. One more roboport should do. Yeah, it's a bit too far. Technically it works. And voila, it does the job. And now that we're actually just using one. Over that distance, space exploration, it only applies that to logistics robots. We're just using robots to build it as opposed to building it by hand. Yeah, it's only logistic bots. The whole attrition thing is just to decentivize having your entire base just be logistic bots moving things around. So that way you feel like you have a resource savings by going to an all belt build. but it doesn't apply to setting up the builds. Fortunately. I was worried about that too when I first heard about it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of all logistic bots builds. Oh yeah, no, that's a fair assumption. No, we don't have enough logistic bots for that. That would be not a great idea. I feel like we would use more power moving the coal around than we would say than we would ever get from the coal that we brought back. I also didn't really check where it needs to hook up, which is kind of a problem. I can't tell if we have bots range here. I think we do. When it's night, shadow looks remarkably similar to the ghost color. Okay, I think that's good. And then we can just go over here. We're connecting 3 because we can. We don't need this much coal. Like, ever. I mean, maybe eventually. But we don't need it for a while, at least. Okay, and then... Look at that. We got it hooked up. And then... What is this belt? Oh, wait. Was this the original coal lane? Is it, like, actually out of coal for once? Oh, hey, look at that. We finally mined out the original coal lane. It's just mining stone now. So we have a couple places we could connect coal. None of them are great, if I'm being honest. We don't have a good design here. We can make this work. We don't need the prio here anymore. We could also upgrade to a red belt, which would possibly help. I don't think it will help. So we can send one that way, and then we'll send one this way. Yeah, there we go. It works. And then one can connect here. This one we should do by hand if possible. Because this one is actually a pretty critical belt, and if we cut this, we might actually lose too much power waiting for bots to place it. The other ones are not very critical builds. And then this one has priority. Okay. Yep, this will work. And then let's see if we can compress somewhere. Or change input prios in places. This one doesn't really need an input prio, but we do want an output prio. And then this one doesn't really make a difference because I'm pretty sure this belt is completely empty. The only reason we're leaving it is just in case there's like one coal patch here that I want to mine out. But I'm pretty sure we're good. Okay, I think we fixed power. These are no longer working. Okay, we did not fix power. Well, we temporarily fixed power and then we broke it again. So progress made, progress lost. Still a win. There we go, much better. So now we can use all the petroleum from just producing petroleum. Ideally, we should just use more advanced oil processing. And that would be incredibly easy to set up too. So there's no reason for me not to do it. Now that we have bots, like all we have to do is copy this elsewhere and we'll be fine. You know what? We should do that. Which one's prioritized? Because I also want something that uses up petroleum. Oh, here's what we'll do. We'll sideload it here. So that way petroleum stuff will be used up first. But I don't think we'll have a ton of petroleum here. Backing up. And then we can make it that we have a dedicated light oil production somehow. I don't know why these aren't powered. I wonder if it's like slightly outside of bot range. We'll just do another RoboPort and hope it works. Yeah, solid. We can definitely expand cracking pretty easily. Like we just have to copy this down a few times. I had never actually looked at the ratio, which is why we're just doing random amounts. And then advanced oil, we can just copy. Actually, it's a bit harder to expand advanced oil than I thought it would be because we took our best spot for it and we put this here. But we can place it here. This is a very weird spot for it. I can't say I like it. But it should work as long as we have enough oil here. And then this is a mess. but it works. Then we can just go down and we can go through. Perfect. Okay, so oil and water are connected. Now we have to figure out the outputs. This does not have a prio, which means we can connect the heavy oil here. Just fine. And then petroleum. Okay, there we go. Wait, where is that? Yeah, thought so. Do, 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 do. Did they actually... What side did they come from? Well, I was expecting them to attack that outpost. Wasn't expecting the outpost to not have any defenses on it. So I don't know what happened up there. Oh, we never protected it from the right side. Well, that would do it. Also, the radar was probably a bad idea. I think that's just attracting biters. Oh well. Let's give it all the ammo we have, which is not much. And then we didn't even divide it properly. Okay, 25 ammo. Well, that will defend against the next wave. Oh wait, we can also give it this ammo. Okay, that kind of works. It'll do enough. We can also start eventually getting roboports up there. So that way we can have bots automatically repair it. That is going to take a really long time, though. Well, I mean, it would be a lot faster if we put the roboports by hand. Because now these are going to build like one at a time, and it's going to take ages. But yeah, it'll do the job. Also, we were standing on water, which was not a good place to be standing. Oh, wait. There's no roboport range here. Hold up. Let's fix it. It's probably fixed. It's maybe fixed. I don't actually know for sure. And then I wanted to connect advanced oil, and then I think that'll be it for the day. Once we get advanced hooked up. Oh my gosh, we broke this. Ah! It's an easy fix, though. Very, very easy fix. Not too bad. Okay. So heavy oil connected, light oil. You know what? We could be very lazy. I have not. I'm assuming it just teleports you to one of the edges. But it would be pretty funny if it just insta-kills you. I would not... I would not be upset if it did that, because that would just be so great. No, this is a bad way to design this. I mean, every part about this is a bad way to design it, so I shouldn't be surprised. Okay, there we go. We got light oil, so the only thing we need to connect now is... petroleum. Look at that. A perfectly functional, very well designed, uh, heavy, advanced oil, light oil, whatever it's called, advanced oil. So this will help a lot, I think, with solid fuel. I'm not actually confident. I think this is a good idea for solid fuel. But if we don't consume enough power, it could cause more problems. But we'll see. I think it'll work itself out. And then we can reactivate our core mining. Which did we ever finish hooking up core mining? I don't think we did. Oh yeah, because we started to have biter problems. We got pretty close though. We got pretty close to actually connecting it. So all we have to do is drag this, make sure we didn't break smart belt at all, and then voila. Let's place that splitter by hand, but I think this should... Well, this isn't 30 per second, right? This is only 10 per second, or 20 per second. So we still need... We still need this one, probably. which we could be very lazy and place it now, and it will eventually get built. But I don't know if that's a good idea. This one honestly is closer, but neither of them are within Roboport range. Yeah, we'll figure that out next time. We also will apparently need to fix our iron priority here, or we just need to start researching again. I don't really know why we have not produced. Oh my gosh, the belt is the wrong way. We haven't been producing military science this whole time because we put the belt the wrong way. Well, glad we caught it. There we go. Would have been nice to have more military now, but at least it's fixed. These are not getting coal because I think the coal lane is still building. We never connected power. That's fine. We got most of the way there. Okay. I also realized I have not eaten yet today, so I need to call it. Or sorry, I've eaten breakfast. I haven't eaten lunch yet. I forgot I started stream late when I normally would have eaten lunch. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Gonna call it there. I'll be back. Should be back tomorrow unless I go to the movies. Then otherwise, I'll be back Thursday with more space exploration. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully next time we can actually start working towards the space science stuff, and then we don't have to just blindly look for iron, which sounds very nice. Because we also need to attack some bases. So let's name it as clear bases and go to satellite. There you go. Maybe that'll remind me what I need to do next time, in the order that I need to do it. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.